Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to today's WCRI Member Spotlight. Today we're joined by Debra Kane, Vice President of Workers' Compensation Claims at CNA. CNA is a long-standing member of WCRI, and Debra also serves on the Institute's Board of Directors. At CNA, Debra leads the workers' compensation claim business with responsibility for technical claim management, large losses, medical strategy, and Defense-Based Act claims. She has more than 30 years of claims leadership experience across personal and commercial lines. We're so glad to have you today, Debra, and we appreciate your leadership and continued support of WCRI. How are you today?
Great, Andrew. Thank you for having me.
Glad to have you. And as you know, we do ask 4 questions to those we spotlight. So let's jump right in. How did you first hear about WCRI?
So as you mentioned, I've been in the industry for quite some time now, over 30 years. So I first became familiar with WCRI through different work affiliations. Each of the carriers I have worked for have been active members and value the research that WCRI produces. Over time, I've had the opportunity to participate on the Disability and Medical Management Advisory Board, and now I have the pleasure of serving on the board, which has deepened my engagement with the organization.
Fantastic. We're so happy to have that engagement and be able to use all your expertise and knowledge. What value do you gain from being a WCRI member?
The biggest value really is the access to objective and unbiased data and the research that the Institute provides. It really helps those of us in the industry to make informed decisions as we're implementing strategies or addressing industry challenges. Additionally, I also feel WCRI's extensive member network provides opportunities for meaningful collaboration, conversations, discussions with peers across industries. So in addition to the data, the rich data, the objective data, and the research that is provided, there's also this wonderful collaboration across the industry that WCRI brings.
Well, that's so great to hear. And that's something obviously we hear a lot. Now, do you have a favorite WCRI study or research area?
There are many to choose from.
Yeah.
For sure. Certainly the CompScope benchmarking studies that are produced regularly stand out.
Yeah.
They consistently provide valuable insights across multiple jurisdictions. They, help us, I'm on the carrier side to validate what we're seeing in our results, confirm the actions that we're taking, or even, inspire us or spur us to look differently. So the jurisdictional detail that is provided is tremendously helpful to those of us that are, writing business across the country.
Fantastic. I'm sure the CompScope team will enjoy hearing that. And can you share an example of a time when WCRI's research was particularly helpful to you?
Yes. So recently, the California heat impact study that was conducted, we write a lot of construction business, a significant amount of construction business across the country. And the findings, you're able to confirm our efforts to understand heat-related exposures across different stages and varying jurisdictions, and kind of what are the different heat safety protocols that any different jurisdiction may have in place or may not have in place, and how that might impact our approach and give us confidence in our strategy. So that one was super, just very relevant in the moment, and very interesting for sure.
Well, that's great to hear. Well, Debra, I want to thank you for joining us for today and for sharing your perspective. And we appreciate your leadership on WCRI's board of directors and CNA's continued support of WCRI. So thank you so much.
Thank you, Andrew.